If you turn on YouTube's auto-generated captions for a certain animated short film, the system starts feeding you a frantic stream of Spanish phrases. You'll see words like mujica, hago la boda, and Pierre dale caña flashing across the screen. There is only one problem. The film has absolutely zero dialogue. The system is suffering from a phenomenon we can call algorithmic pareidolia. The machine is actively searching the audio track for recognizable linguistic patterns, and in its desperation to fulfill its programming, it hallucinates words out of thin air. Beneath that layer of chaotic, incorrect text is Studio Ixoras's Fisherwoman and Tuk Tuk. It is a deeply authentic animated short from India that relies entirely on visuals and sound design to tell its story. While the YouTube algorithm is completely lost trying to parse the audio track, human audiences experience the exact opposite. Viewers lock into the narrative immediately, feeling a visceral connection to the protagonist, regardless of what their native language happens to be. Algorithms are trapped by their need for literal, written text to process a narrative. True cinematic storytelling operates on a completely different frequency, speaking directly and powerfully to human empathy and deep emotion. Taking away all the dialogue from a film is a massive risk, but this specific approach is a widely recognized cinematic achievement. The film's creator, Suresh Ariat, received India's highest honor for this work, the National Film Award, handed to him directly by the president. How exactly does a film build complex character motivation, drive a narrative forward, and win a nation's highest honor without uttering a single meaningful word? The answers lie in the real-world inspiration for the film, the vibrant coastal environment of Mumbai. The filmmakers rely on the visual density of a fish market to establish the protagonist's reality. By showing the sheer volume of people, heavy baskets, and tight quarters, the film communicates the weight of her repetitive daily grind without a single line of exposition. We learn everything we need to know about the Kohli fisherwomen through their character design. Their posture, traditional jewelry, and deeply set expressions instantly project exhaustion, toughness, and absolute resilience. Establish a highly grounded, culturally authentic visual reality first. That foundation is mandatory before a wordless story can successfully introduce its more surreal elements. The main narrative catalyst arrives as a sudden mechanical disruption to her daily routine, a brightly colored auto rickshaw, or tuk-tuk. When the fisherwoman interacts with the tuk-tuk, the film employs kinetic empathy. Instead of having her state desires out loud, animators use physical momentum and aggressive squash and stretch mechanics to express her inner pent-up energy. The visual pacing of the film rapidly accelerates. The sheer speed mirrors the fisherwoman's escalating sense of emotional liberation during her surreal ride. In silent animation, motion acts as emotion. The speed and the physics of the world itself serve as the character's voice, entirely bypassing the need for a script. So if there is no script, what exactly was the YouTube algorithm hearing when it hallucinated words like "si" and "ai" back in Act 1? The machine was reacting to the film's acoustic architecture. The audio track is a deliberate layering of heavy grunts, exhausted human sighs, and the ambient fish market roar. This waveform chart shows how the audio is structured. The film maps mechanical sounds, like the aggressive revving engine, directly onto the character's emotional peaks. These sounds hit perfect crescendo peaks during moments of highest stress or ultimate joy. The sound design provides a flawless emotional syntax. It creates an auditory structure so distinct and robust that the AI tragically misread the emotional cues as literal spoken vocabulary. The algorithm failed because it only knows how to search for text to understand context. It needs a script to tell it what is happening. Human beings bypass linguistic processing entirely when we are presented with pure visual empathy. Put this film in front of an audience in Mumbai, Tokyo, or Madrid, and the core ideas translate immediately. The themes of human longing, aspiration, and the desperate desire to break out of a daily routine are universally understood. True cultural authenticity does not require subtitles, dubbing, or translation to be felt by the viewer. Studio Ixoras's Fisherwoman and Tuk Tuk proves that when visual and kinetic storytelling reach absolute perfection, words just get in the way.